guys, welcome to my Ocean One and Then Some channel. This is just going to be a basic tutorial for selling calls and puts for a recurring income. I started this channel under, what would you say, basically, everything around the Fisker Ocean. And of course that went bankrupt and I could no longer sell calls or puts there. And I asked my channel if they would be interested in learning how to sell calls and puts. And they said yes, overwhelmingly. So those of you that are interested, this is for you. It's just a basic tutorial. I had a couple people asking, for just the basics. So that's what this is. And then tomorrow I will actually do my trade. There's just some basic terms. Well, you might notice my eye. I don't know how well you can see that. I've got a shiner. Yeah, I fell on the concrete and hit my head pretty hard, but I'm okay. The first thing I really want to talk about is the mindset of a seller here. Now, what you want to do, well, before I get into that, I guess I better do my disclaimers, hadn't I? None of my content constitutes professional advice. Viewers that follow any advice, content, trades, suggestions, anything from this channel, do so at their own risk because you are responsible for you. All right, I got that in. What I want you guys to do is think about this from a seller's perspective. Most traders know how to buy a call. Most traders know how to buy a put. But if you don't know what either of those are, then this video is for you. And I'm not going to bog you down with a bunch of jargon, but there's just a few terms that you need to know. So what is a put? A put is simply insurance. It's insurance. So you need to look at this from a buyer's perspective. If a buyer is purchasing a put, they want protection in case the share price goes down. Very much like insurance on your car. If you get your car smashed up, you can get it replaced with insurance. So you purchase a put to protect yourself in case the share price drops dramatically. So for example, if I usually use Rivian, so let's use Rivian. Let's say Rivian is trading at $15 a share, and you are afraid that it's going to drop to $13, $12, $11, $10. Well, what you would do, other than possibly just selling the shares, is purchase a put. And you could purchase the put for $15. You would pay a premium. I'll cover that term in a few minutes. And then if the share price did drop to 14 or 13 or 12, you could still sell your shares for $15 because you purchased that insurance. So that's why you would purchase a put. Now, why would you sell a put? Well, you can sell a put like I do, thinking, that you can make money off of the premium. And so that's what this channel is going to be about. Now let's just do a call very quickly. What is a call? A call, if you purchase a call, you generally expect the share price to go up. So you purchase that call, Rivian's trading at 15. You think it's going to rocket to 16 or 17 or $18 a share. So you purchase a call, and then you at the strike price of, let's just say, I don't know, 16 bucks. So it rises from 15 to 17, and you make a profit, hopefully, off of purchasing that call. Now, why would you sell a call as a seller? Well, again, to collect the premium. So what I try to do is I try to sell calls and puts for a recurring income. And that's how you have to get your brain wrapped around this. You have to get your brain wrapped around, if you're going to do this as a seller, then you have to realize that you are selling insurance. You sell that insurance, a person buys that insurance, and then you have to settle up. Can you get out of the trade? Yes. Okay, but if the trade is going south, it's going to cost you a little money. If the trade is going very well, you can, sell and exit and collect the premium and possibly start a new trade. So those are the two terms that you really need to know today, puts and calls. Remember, both of them are insurance. You're purchasing insurance. So a put, you think it might go down. Calls, you think it might go up. And you think it's worth paying the premium for that insurance. As a seller, you think it's, in your best interest to just collect the premium and you know, go on about your day. So that's what I try to do. So that's calls and puts 101. Now I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to pick up with another segment. Okay, just some other basic terms that you're going to need to know is strike. The strike is just, you know, the share price that you're buying it for. So if Rivian's trading at 15 and you want to buy a $14 put, $14 is the strike price. If you are going to buy a call and Rivian is trading at $15 and you're going to buy a call for 16, 16 is the strike price. So that's strike price 101. And then the premium is simply how much you paid for that. Now, as a seller, you know, it gets reversed because the premium is the money that you collect. You collect the premium. You don't pay, you collect. Now, sometimes I will set up my trades where I will sell something and then I will buy something as protection. And as volatile as Rivian has been recently, I think I will start doing that just a little bit more in my trade. So, you know, when I do that, I'll walk you guys through that. Now, when I do my trades for Rivian, it's always going to be, you know, several hours delayed. There's just no way to do this, you know, in real time. But I'll tell you what I paid, you know, and tell you what I expect and kind of go from there. And then as a seller, you sell to open. So when you're going to open your trade and you're looking at the strikes, what you will do is, you know, let's say you're looking at a $15 strike or a $16 strike. What you will do is you will sell to open. And you'll look at the premiums. And it's very important to understand that you will rarely ever do a market order here. You'll always do a limit order. And the reason you don't do a market order is because it will instantly go poof. It will go through. It will instantly go through as a market order, poof, and you will pay too much for that. So you're going to do a limit order, and that way that it can go through, you know, between the bid and the ask. The bid is how much someone is willing to pay. The ask is how much someone is willing to sell for. And you usually have to meet in the middle. So let's just say you got a 40 cent and a 50 cent spread between the bid and the ask. The bid is 40 cents and the ask is 50 cents. Generally, a trade will go through for 45 cents because you're meeting in the middle. If you'd have put that in as a market order as a seller, poof, it would have gone through for 40 cents and you would have lost out on the $5. So that's how that works. And then if you want to get out of the trade for whatever reason, you don't have to wait until expiration. You don't have to wait until that date that it's going to expire. You can always buy to close. Now, you can buy to close for a couple different reasons. One, you're in the money and you just want to protect your profits. Nothing wrong with that. Buy to close, exit the trade. Maybe you think the trade is going south and it's going too far south that you're not comfortable with it. Buy to close. You just accept that you lost on that trade. Start a new trade. As a buyer of calls and puts, you buy to open. Okay, so it's different. You know, if you're buying as a buyer, you know, you're the one buying the insurance. You buy to open and you sell to close. And you sell to close either, you know, you might make a profit and you might not. But either way, you know, you're selling to close. So that gets determined by the premium you paid or the premium you collected and just whatever the share price has done up until that point. So those are the basic terms that you need to know for this. What I will do is Monday, I will look at what Rivian's doing. You know, Rivian is, you can do this for any stock. Okay, I'm just doing this for Rivian because I used to talk about Fisker all the time and I like EVs. So Rivian was a good fit for me to just, you know, jump right into Rivian. But this would apply to any stock. I've also have a small position in SoFi, I have a small position in Rivian, and I will explain what I have Monday and kind of go from there, you know, just kind of lead you through that. Now my trades, you know, I'll be honest with my trades. I'll tell you what I've done, you know, whether I've made money, whether I've lost money. So far, since I've started this channel, I've actually done, you know, fairly well, you know, in a short period of time. You can't get too aggressive. You can't get too stupid on this stuff. But I do have some rules for, you know, selling calls and puts, and I'll go over those in due time. But today is just an introduction, you know, 101 to selling calls and puts. And getting back to Rivian, what I was going to say is Rivian seems to be caught in a battle right now. It's got a gap. What was it? Mid-12s, I think. It gapped up on the news, you know, that they were going to get a $5 billion investment from Volkswagen, and it gapped up. Now, it's looking like it might be trending to close that gap. Now, not all gaps will get closed, and I'm not a technical person, okay? I never trade on the technicals. I trade more by the seat of my pants than anything. But it may walk down and close that gap. It may go right back up. There's a real battle going on, you know, to see if, you know, if it's going to hold basically the $15 area. If it holds that, it will probably go up. If it doesn't hold that, it will probably continue to drop. But as a seller of insurance, what you try to do is you try to just make money regardless. You know, you just try to make money regardless of which way that it goes. So anyway, that's calls and puts in a nutshell, and this is for a recurring income. And I hope this cleared up some stuff. If you have any direct questions, if you have anything you'd really like for me to do a video on, just drop it in the comments at the bottom. I definitely don't want to bog anybody down with a bunch of jargon. That's not the intentions of this channel at all. The intentions of this channel is just to walk you through my own personal trades, show you how things are going for me, and then you can apply that to any stock out there. So it's just that easy. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining in, and until next time.